Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Heckett, you testified that, of course, no private market provider will choose to write FEMA's severe repetitive loss properties. And really, that's no surprise, because repeatedly flooded properties make up 1% of those insured by NFIP, but it represents 25 to 30% of all the flood claims. And so they're not a good risk for private insurers or for the American taxpayer. And today, Congressman Blumenauer and I introduced a bill, H.R. 1558. This is the Repeatedly Flooded Communities Preparation Act. And the concept here is to proactively reduce flood risk instead of continuing our current model of rebuilding these properties over and over again. The way we do it, and let me just give you by way of example, we've got a couple of cities here, Tulsa and Charlotte. Both have had very pronounced success in decreasing flood risk, because what they did was proactively take on a plan for stormwater management. That's the first thing they did. Promoting voluntary buyouts, sometimes that can be effective. Reviewing new development proposals for flood impacts every time one came up, and steering development away from risky areas. So that's part of their plan. Many of their peers, though, many of the other cities and communities have not kept up with that kind of approach. So what this bill would require is that communities with a large amount of repeatedly flooded properties to implement plans, to have that city council or those counties put forward that plan for lowering flood risk, and then in terms of keeping the records, holds them accountable for failing to act.